You've been pranked! You've been pranked!
Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing well today. Let's see. Moi Moi, thank you for. Let's see. Congrats on Clayton first, and also thank you for the lurk. Let's see. Shadow, welcome on in. Thanks for collecting your daily void shard. Asuna, welcome on in. Thank you for collecting your daily void shard. I'm glad to hear you feeling better, Asuna. But yeah, being sick is never fun. Everybody, please take care of yourself. It seems like a lot of people are getting sick these days. I know one of my friends is still coughing quite a bit, and I'm wishing her nothing but the best and a quick recovery. Shadow knows what I'm talking about, of course. Everybody, I had orange chicken for dinner, but I also warmed up some beef and broccoli to take to work later this week, and I actually got to taste some of it, and it is so good. I've never actually tried beef and broccoli till now, but I cooked everything in large batches so that I can I can have some ready for work this week. Is that what meal prepping is? Yep, I've been dealing with my own shit, so I get it. I recovered much quicker than I thought. I think it helped that I stayed home from work today and yesterday. Yeah, having a day or two to rest definitely helps mitigate the effects of the sickness later on. And y'all, we had quite the storm earlier, but it didn't even last an hour. But before, oh boy, we were getting pelted by rain and strong winds. And hey, Asuna, come here. Uppies. But everybody, as you can all see from the title and from all the updates on my socials, we are playing more Honkai Star Rail today. But tomorrow, we're gonna be doing something a little different. We're actually be teaming up with
Whoops whoops. Asuname subscribed to your channel for 28 months.
Thank you for the 28-month Prime resub, Asuna. Thank you so much. You could use that for anybody. You choose to use it for me, and that means a lot. So thank you very much. Well, tomorrow we're gonna be teaming up with one of my mods, Giant Tabby, and we're gonna be playing some Monster Hunter Wilds, which I've been absolutely enjoying that game. In fact, let me give him a shout out. There's Giant Tabby right there, the #1 Tiger Thief, the superhero VTuber, and all around amazing guy. So please go check him out if you aren't already. He plays a lot of fighting games, action games, some RPGs like Persona. Just kidding. Tabby, if you heard that part, I'm just joking, buddy. I know you have a few choice words to say about Persona. But yeah, my fiance already beat the story of Wilds. Yeah, I heard the story isn't that long, but everything after the story is quite a bit. But yeah, I am trying to catch up because the leader of my stream team, Parodi, I kid you not, she is already past Hunter rank 28. So, but that was earlier this week, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's above Hunter rank 30 by now. Which, by the way, if you want to see a streamer who really loves Monster Hunter, you know what? I know she's probably not in the chat, but let me give her a shout out anyway. But here we are. That's Parodi. She's the leader. She's the leader of my stream team, and also a really kind person. And they play and she plays mostly Monster Hunter content. Like, she's very knowledgeable about monster encounters and such. So please go check her out if you aren't already. So everybody, I was gonna check if there was another daily dose of, well, actually, I was gonna check if there's a new daily dose of internet. There isn't a new one yet, but I did find a couple that I haven't watched yet that we can react to. Everybody, I gotta say, with the release of Monster Hunter Wilds this year, after seeing certain after seeing God, I'm struggling with this. Like, God damn it. Can someone do the words command, please? Um, let me slow down and get my thoughts together and try this again. After seeing some character creation menus last year, that were immensely disappointing. The character creation menu in Monster Hunter is a breath of fresh air. Because I'm not gonna lie, there were a lot of there was a few. Okay, no, so not a lot of character creation menus last year, but there were quite a few that stuck out that were disappointing. Like, not gonna say for what reasons, because it's all subjective. But to me, they were disappointing. But Monster Hunter's character creator screen, oh boy, it's a breath of fresh air. And I did get Monster Hunter on PC to support my friend Per, because she had a link where she would get some of the proceeds if I bought the game through that link. But I realized a bit of a problem. The game is a bit beefy, and if I stream it on PC with my model, it's gonna cause everything to lag. So yesterday, on the way home from work, I got the PS5 copy. And I got to the point where I was in the PC version, and now I think I am ready for our Monster Hunter collab with Giant Tabby. I got some soju on Sunday after lunch with my family, and it is delicious. I got a passion fruit soju, and I also got an apple soju. Like, I'm trying the passion fruit soju right now, and it is pretty good. I'll try the apple soju either later today or later this week. It depends on how I'm feeling. Thank you for the lore, Castada. But everybody, like I said, we do have a couple of daily dose of internet videos we have not watched yet. So let's watch those real quick, and then we can get into Honkai Star Rail. Because again, the 3.1 story of Star Rail is long, so I don't want to spend too long just chatting. So let's go ahead and go to the game screen. And then let me make sure that the browser audio is going through. And then let me pause the music. And also the lo-fi for the YouTube side, because that's going to clash. And here we go. Hey, does anybody know what language that was? Because based on the accumulation of ice, I want to say that they're in Russia, but I don't want to. But I don't know for certain. Hi, Princess. How are you? Oh, ooh. With dogs, their tails could be a lethal weapon, but also their ears, as you saw in that case. Forehead kisses cry. Thank you. And hey, hang on. I just remembered I have this command. Oh, Jesus. That is... I know that's not a... I know that wasn't a logging truck, but that is some Final Destination type shit right there. Again, glad nobody was hurt, though. Fly away, Frosty. Be free. We're in a simulation. There's no doubt about it. We're in a simulation. That's yeah, general rule of thumb, everybody. If you feel or see static, it means lightning is about to strike your exact position, so you better move. Ruin the Christmas present surprise. You know, I've never seen an owl in the wild before. Well, they didn't get very far, did it? Did they? Oh, that's nuts. I'm sorry, let me stop. That Yo, cats get started over the funniest things sometimes. — 96% down. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. That that guy is braver than most. I'm afraid that I would. I'm always a. See, I look at that and I'm afraid that I'll trip go on the way down, and that's a long way to tumble down. See, that guy was crashing out. The kicks open door. I have chicken nuggets for everyone. They released the 100 nugget pack in Canada. 100 nuggets. 100 nuggets. I need something. I need that. I was like character AI like 3 hours today, so it makes sense on the down bet. Oh my goodness me. What are we gonna do with you, princess? Also, hi Fox, how are you? They're used to it, probably. Hey, yo. I don't know who put that together, but that is insanely talented. Aw, poor kitty. Best part is it's only 25 for. Wow. Wait, what did he? Let's see. Also, I'm good. Man, I wish we had a 100 nugget pack go down here. The most we get in a pack is like, I don't know, 20-ish, and prices in the US are kind of ridiculous. I screamed that I had problems. My brother looked at me. Eat 3 chickens? If only I could. I don't have the room in my stomach for that. Also, hi Witty. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. That is not how you make a churro. I didn't even grow up in that I didn't even grow up in the culture that churros come from, and I know that that's not correct. Just $18 away. How big are the chickens, Witty? Because depending on the size, that's probably not bad. Yeah, this came out because of those. I mean, I don't want to bring up politics here, but you're absolutely right, Fox. It's ridiculous. No, no, Fox, you're fine. I'm just saying people. Let's see. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying people might not be comfortable bringing up politics in chat. Is all. I don't know. They're like $6 a pop at Costco, probably a kilo or so. Okay, that's not too bad. Also, I lied. Sadly, I did not get the pack. 100 packs of nuggets. 100 pack of nuggets would be pretty cool though. That's also 6 emu bucks, so probably 4.5 freedom dollars. Let's see. Father's made us both meat pie today, which is better. Meat pie? The dog wants some chicken. Hey, it's funny that Liddy, it's funny that you brought it up because I mean, it's a roast chicken, but that meat's looking pretty moist. Not gonna lie. Please tell me this is not how I learned that meat pies are a Canadian thing. Yeah, like I think I've heard of a meat pie. I've heard of a meat pie before, but I'm not sure if I had the type you're referring to. Just pure beef and crust. Okay, yeah, I've had something like that before. Sorry, my mind just blanked for a bit. Hey, who wants to go motor wheelbarrowing with me? Wait, did this guy just say 74? We make some absolutely banging meat pies in Australia and New Zealand. I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever visit Australia. Wait, is that a party game? Let me guess. The goal is to drag the water off of the is to drag the water off the table without tearing the toilet paper, which sounds like a neat idea and isn't too messy considering that's only water. And honestly, this kind of looks like the kind of party games that my Filipino friends would that my Filipino friends will put together. Yeah, I'll give it to the Kiwis on that one. On average, theirs are better. Let me look some up after we watch these videos. Yo, where can I get my hands on some robots like this? Honestly, this cat is such a mood. Let's see. The goal is to bring it past some points on the table. Along the table, there are prizes that you have to make it past to get it. Dude, those Filipino party games. Oh, have you been to some Filipino parties yourself, Witty? Yeah, like I can, I can tell you for a fact, Filipinos know how to party. My girlfriend is Filipino. Oh, Hon- honestly, Witty, I feel like you told me this, but let's be honest, my memory isn't as good as it used to be. So sorry about that, buddy. In fact, did I ever tell you the story of how my dad met my mother? Because my mother is Filipino, of course. So when my dad was in the U.S. Air Force, he would he was supposed to go to the Philippines at his request to his chain of command, which they agreed to. But then, like not too long before he was supposed to take off and go to the Philippines, Mount Pinatubo erupted. So they canceled that assignment and redirected him to Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany instead. But it worked out because my mother was there. So in a way, I exist because of a volcano. Let's see, I won a blender at the one last Christmas. Oh, that's pretty good. And and at the Filipinos that I know, they love to play mahjong, but they put their own twist on things. And Witty, you've been to Filipino parties, so can you relate to this? Most of the time when I go to a Filipino party, I spend half the time going, "What?" Oh yeah, that was a really bad time to walk in. Oh, oh, aw. Hey yo, was that a shark? Is that a shark? Will I take leave now to get dinner? We're going to the Philippines this December, and I'm never gonna know what's going on. That's fair. Yo, Phil- well, I was gonna say Philippines is a great time is a great place to go during December, but then I remember it's warm for you guys in December, isn't it? It's blistering cold for us in December. Yeah, but it's an oven here too, so it's much the same. That makes sense. Hey, when when you have very low points in let's see. Someone explained this to me in D&D terms. Uh, I'm guessing this is when your strength is high, but your dexterity is low. Like, what are the odds of this happening? Queensland just having a cyclone touchdown, but I'm way too south to feel it. Oh yeah, I live in a state that hurricanes are a bit of a yearly concern. Uh, so I'm glad that you don't got to deal with it right now. That that dog is getting down. Bareback, no worries, Witty. Wait, where is this again? Oh wait, is this a real thing? They said Australia. Hi Vexus, how are you, buddy? Well, you found the opportunity. It's gonna explode, isn't it? Or not. I lost the weapon banner on the last day of phase 1 and got the Skyward Spear. Oh no! Which one are you trying to get, Vexus? Ow! Oh no! Maybe Siege Queen's weapon? What? Well, at least Siege Queen's weapon will will rerun eventually. Yo, I couldn't imagine living as a fisherman. Like, is that in the North Sea? That looks like something that would happen in the North Sea. Oh no. I'd say that. Like, that's potentially a traffic hazard. Oh, shocking. That's incredible. Oh, what kind of fish is that? Oh, that's silly cat. Oh yeah, I've heard of those. I heard they're quite useful. Aw. I love seeing playful kitties like that. Yo. I mean, still a nasty fall, but at least they protected her head. I mean, well, mission accomplished, I guess? Oh, I would have been so mad. Wait, does that actually work? I mean, well, it's got to have if we're seeing it before our eyes. Oh, yo, that's a bad day right there. Hey, one more, and then we'll get into Star Rail. That is just mean. Oh, this is why you look before you cross. Oh no, 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 no. Mm. That dog looks so distraught. I beg your pardon? Why? That's exactly what he said not to do. I mean, his reflexes are quick. That's all she wanted. Whoa. Oh, thank you for collecting your daily void shard, Fox. Oh, such a good puppy. Nope. Oh. Oh, wow. I think we know who the favorite is. That looks like something you would see in VR chat. Oh no. Oh no. Honestly, that's insanely talented. It's actually kind of mesmerizing to look at. Wait, what? Yeah, GG's everybody. Santa got arrested. Feeding eels. Oh no, it's about to. Yep, it's dumping. It's dumping. I feel that is trippy. Mess with the wrong people. Is that what they actually sound like? Whatever you're trying to do, I think you failed spectacularly. Okay, that's really cute. I mean, I would be too. Well, all right, everybody. Let's get into some Star Rail because we do have quite a bit of story to cover. I noticed there's like 12 minutes till an ad break though, and I need to use the restroom, so I'm gonna step away and let this ad break run, and that way we can go an entire hour of story without being interrupted. And I'll be back. Welcome back from ads, everybody. So yeah, last we left off, we just met Anaxa, and we had a fight. We had a run-in with the Black Tide. I think, at least I think that's what they were called, at that academic area. So now we gotta rest up and so now we gotta rest up and see where our journey leads us next. I had to pop my back. Oops, sorry.
Should you have a moment, take some time for a bath.
Also, everybody, we're not voting for Wife of the Week today because there was a tie last week. So the Wife of the Week for this week is Evelyn Chevalier from Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, looks like he's been well. Oh, these realistic water physics. I'm getting sidetracked. Long time no see. I've heard what happened from Finon. You've been through a lot. Not at all. It's all in service to Trailblaze. I was expecting Amphoreus to temper the will of the Nameless. What were you doing while I was gone? I was organizing logs. I also asked Hyacinth for research material from the Grove. I discovered something interesting. You remember that Amphoreus' sky was sealed away by a Titan? Aquila's presence keep this world isolated from the rest of the world beyond the sky. It seems Hyacinth's ancestors were the priests who worshipped Aquila. Perhaps she can give us more clues to find the way back to Astro Express. Hi, Scarlet. Hang on one second. Hope you're doing well today. Nothing out of the ordinary happened in the Holy City in the past few days. I didn't have to talk to anyone either. It's kind of nice spending time alone. Awful. I should have stayed and organized documents with you. I'm afraid you probably find the task of organizing is just as awful. You look tired. You should get some sleep before you set off tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I heard some rumors. If you're going to wander around, I suggest avoiding the hot bath. The hot bath? Why do we need to avoid that? Oh, and thank you for collecting daily void shards, Scarlet. Hope you and Darklight are doing well. Sometime before, in the Memorial Palace.
Trian?
What's wrong? Is there trouble at the Grove?
Yes, I sensed something. It was fleeting, but very strong. It feels like they're in some big trouble. Trian used the Century Gate again.
Can you see what's actually happening?
No, it's fuzzy like always. But the enemy's aura has disappeared. Maybe they've moved to a safe place?
Let's see. Still low.
Let's hope that it's just a false alarm. We should place our trust in her and Castorice, teacher. They will keep Trian safe.
Peggy, you're talking like we are little kids. One day, Trian will reach her limit, and Trebi will take on the role of gatekeeper from her. We are all aware of that. I am just a little concerned about her state of mind. Trian was already unable to speak, even in short sentences when they left. We want to say a proper goodbye at the very least.
I will pray with you.
Thanks. And Aggie, it looks like we will need you to come with us to the baths this time to unwind. It feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while.
Poor Chibi. She needs
Time to head
headpats.
out with the west wind.
All right.
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this?
Wait, are we about to
Is
find out?
someone injured over there? What happened here?
Watch out!
Is the heat too high?
Watch out! For the Cremnoan!
Cremnoan? This is their doing?
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first.
Excuse me! Coming through! Oh, you two are here as well. That's a relief.
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved? What in the world happened here?
I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here, I saw all these people lying on the ground.
Wait, all these people? So there's not just this one?
I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just spent too much time in the hot water.
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where is the manager of the baths?
Sorry, everybody. I thought I heard voices.
He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Cremnoans are behind this. Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this?
Oh, it's from the music. I thought I was hearing voices in the background.
Let these people rest. The two of you, please come with me.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close.
This is really bad.
This...
Snowy! Even Snowy!
The culprit... The culprit is... Mightimos.
Wait, what?
Dee! What did you do to everybody?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
Duel?
Wait, what?
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart.
Let me guess. They turned the temperature up to see who could last longest, didn't they?
Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
Some time ago...
No, none of those sound right.
If you're up for it, let's have a talk.
Forget it. Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step outside? What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response.
Fair enough.
I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In Twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands.
Oh my goodness,
Figs
excuse me.
and olives, so grand. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature. But my library doesn't lack collections of this kind.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akama is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
Oh, oops, I forgot to change the category again, didn't I? Well, at least I caught it 15 minutes after we started, not a whole hour after. I'm a frick. Just kidding.
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy tradition that has endured among your people for millennia?
Hi, Bethis. How you doing, buddy?
Still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel.
Oh. Got a new emote, and it's probably my favorite so far, because it ain't just a meme. Oh, what emote did you get?
An idea does strike me, though.
Oh, that's a really cute hi emote. Or hi as in hello.
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you've come up with this time.
It's a Sandal waving. Sandal is my goat. That's really cute. I love that.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos, let's recommence our previous competition. This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer. What? Are you chickening out?
These two are like teenage bros. Always got to outdo each other.
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find this situation absurd, that's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths? Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
And thus, an unprecedented sauna battle commences! With unparalleled resolve, the two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward the heavens, shrouding the sky and the sun. The spectacle is so magnificent that none dare gaze upon it directly. Since we can't see what's happening in the competition, why don't I regale you with a tale of kings to pass the time? Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main character, was not the sole sovereign of that land. An oryx stood as its formidable rival.
Main character. That's all I gotta say.
Long before the dawn of Erechrysia, the two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded the oryx as its food, while the oryx perceived the lion as a scornful, oppressive, and challenging barrier that it swore to topple with its antlers. For tens of thousands of years, without respite, the two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry. It fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase.
It's feeling kind of warm in here. Oh yeah, 72. No wonder it feels so warm in here.
It set its sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach.
Hi Behemoth, how are you? How's your day going?
It was stuck in a corner. It had nowhere to escape. On the land of Amphoreus, some lives meet their end at dusk. Some at
I'm
dawn,
surging somehow.
and yet
Did you mean to say surviving?
are fated to perish under the
Because I definitely
blistering
get that
sun at
sentiment.
noon. And at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of fate heeded their call and arrived.
I'm surviving somehow. I kind of figured that's what you're saying. What are you up to tonight?
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...
Men being men.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, please, forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own place.
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
We will personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
How? You dense motherfucker.
This isn't fair. You are wearing way less than I am.
Is this the latest trend now? Getting into the baths while dressed in full
Hi Kit Kat.
armor?
Thank you for redeeming Navy Void Shard.
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee in the Kremnoan language.
Very well. Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Warriors, it is time to get moving.
After recovery, Fine and Mighty escorted the fainted bathers away from the scene. This time, Fina narrowly triumphed with a stunning 27-25 victory in terms of the number of trips safely escort. Even when helping, they're
The
competing.
flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Oh, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmoreal Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
Such an
Easy.
empty bath is indeed a rare sight.
Also, let me give a shout out to Kit Kat. I hope you're doing well today. Oh, playing HSR? Yeah, I'm playing Honkai Star Rail.
I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Treeby.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Let me check. The water temperature feels just perfect.
God, I haven't taken a bath in a long time. Probably because it uses a lot of water to fill it up.
So, how is the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves?
It's so good.
But, Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Yanis.
Oh,
I mean, that makes sense.
Are you curious
Hey,
about us, Hyacinth?
Gotta friend each other, though I'm not far in the story. I only beat Billabong chapter and stuff, not a lot of free time. I definitely understand that. Let's see, but the story only gets better from there. So I hope you're enjoying it so far.
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie. Then, because of reasons, we inherited Yanis's divinity and gained the power of passage. And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case,
Well, we'll see if they
we
screw
opened that
everyone over with that
giant
one
sentry
character we
gate
was talking
above
about.
Akuma during
I'm
the
saving
battle
for the
against
Fate
Nikador.
Go collab. Probably gonna whale. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Well, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
And yeah, I guess we'll see.
Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noosporists is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an Anaxa student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Lady Treeby, what's wrong?
Something's off. It's that strong feeling again. Is it Trian?
Something's wrong.
Wait, no. It's not Trian this time. It's Trinan. Trinan is in danger.
Yeah, that can't be good.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know. What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasize the completely wrong syllable.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
You can write?
Was that meant to be a slam?
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
That was in jest. I understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering far from home.
Worry about yourself first, Deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams and in
And in...
And in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
But yeah, right now I'm saving for Castorice. Because she's really pretty, and I like her as a character, so I'm gonna be saving for her.
I knew it.
Yes. I saw it all. Ides Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin. Lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky. Just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword that carried an ominous aura.
Wait, isn't that describes the thing we fought earlier in the story?
I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it.
You were blinded by hatred and almost lost yourself in that trial.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mightymouse.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you see in that trial? What do you fear?
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
It's starting to feel like that, isn't it?
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... my old comrades. Hephaestion. Perdiccas. Ionius. Ptolemy. And Possesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these five have been by my side.
I wonder if these are named after like significant people in Greek history, because that's what I'm getting from this anyway.
We faced life and death together.
At least
during our
Hephaestion
days
is
in exile.
close to Hephaestus, which is an
Those
actual
10
Greek god.
years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphoreus smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink.
Yeah, they said honey brew, so is it like a mead or something?
Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these five, and their names.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the second month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Mightymouse, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia. Is that the city Castorice used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death, but they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat. They cut his legs off. He vanished into the mire of a foreign land, his body never to be recovered.
This is perfect. Mighty Mos, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the Netherrealm.
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
Mighty Mos, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphoreus' entire history.
Excuse me.
Then, it was Pacesta. He lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time.
Excuse me.
Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
Mighty Mos, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
A Kremnoan dying on a sickbed. I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend. Spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
Mighty Mos, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status. Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
So now Mighty is all alone.
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse.
My father threw me into the Sea of Souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there. Against the dissent of many, Castorice included, I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikodor, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
I don't know, but I have never been crowned. Those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman. Cartonis' people seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Crataros?
Dee, we've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Tribby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trinan! She got abducted by Crataros!
By Crataros?
Crataros! What's going on?
Mighty-Mos. It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force and forced her to bring him to the vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
She telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will lead our people home.
Kratos' voice sounds familiar.
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Crataros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the Flame Chase journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Silence, Crataros. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mighty-Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium? Their people massacring each other. Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone. Crataros, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities. Lord Crataros did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future.
That doesn't excuse what he did, though.
Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Crataros. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. Your accusations were harsh, but justified. We wish to earn your trust, and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself.
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? She has somehow made a connection with Orynyx and can completely replicate scenes from the past. We will ask for her aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Krateros.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher, why did you do this?
Forgive me, young master. But I just cannot wait any longer. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you, but never received an answer.
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane of this world. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
Excuse me.
Just as you did back then.
Okay, how are we looking on time right here? Okay, we still got a few minutes.
A fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Acheman. Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior, and tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor! Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Mighty Mos. I'm here to finish you, father.
It is you, the beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Haikis! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you.
Oh, burn.
And now, fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. There's only one end for the kings of Kremnos. Then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me! The son of Borgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
Crateros. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonis might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman, how have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
A ring?
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
He's a great craftsman.
Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you. Ask, now.
Who's your most recent 5-star poll? Oh, Triby. And her light cone. What about you, Behemoth?
Fate I've always denied. It's finally caught up to me.
Which, I got Triby at 12 pity, and her light cone at 42. Oh, sorry, 43.
By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders,
The Herta?
the Kremnoans. Even the bards who will write it all into song.
Sorry, I had to do it. Well, the Herta is Kurai Ara edition.
Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
I tried so hard to get Silverwolf, but I couldn't get her. I love Silverwolf. Like, her kit comes in her kit really comes in handy. And also in the English dub, she's voiced by the same voice actor who plays Neptune from the Hyperdimension Neptunia series. So that's the second girl with purplish hair who plays mostly video games all day.
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly, or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day. For the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions and song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? If I accept that fate and become the totem of strife, that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes, then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
And switch it to Triby's point of view again. Moments later, in Treebee's room.
Mama! Mama! I had a dream last night.
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Treebeos?
Aw. Oh, and her mother? Wow.
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Yanis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphoreus.
You think so?
What's wrong, Treebeos? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very, very tall. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphoreus, but it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear.
Yeah, that is ominous.
You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden.
That's our Treebeos.
But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the holy maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the god of passages, yeah?
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
I just want to give her head pats. Head pats for Treebee.
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay?
Little doll.
My Treebeos is the smartest girl. I'm sure they remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away.
The boy says.
I don't remember. Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this... from my... use the spindle to connect everyone.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
Oh, excuse me.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear.
After this dialogue, I'm gonna run the ads real quick, everybody.
Beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside, covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it.
Excuse me.
Who could that be?
Let me think. I know! She's... Treeby! I named this doll... after myself? I don't remember it all. Is this a dream? Or something that happened in the past?
All right, everybody. I gotta go ahead and let the ad break run, but I'll be right back. And after the ad break is over, we'll continue on the story. All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's continue on.
That chest! You can't lock me away! Huh? Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword. Why?
Many years later, many brave warriors
so
will
cute.
board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody!
Ask the spirit, Tribi. Or Tribios, sorry.
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
Alright. Then where will they come from?
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles, both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage.
In that case, let Trian fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trian back then? Was it just a coincidence, or... Learning can change your destiny.
Let's see, is this one carrying like a ladder?
When navigating at sea,
Oh, it's
you
a
need
map.
to know both astronomy and geography.
Ugh.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Alright. Even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best.
Circe also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
I want to be a teacher too. Oh, wait. I'm super duper smart. So I want to be the teacher's teacher.
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours.
Mama knows best.
Then Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher.
Oh, so that's where the three come from.
Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
Come, let's line them up.
Activate the music box and listen to the mom telling the story.
Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
Music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
I invented it? What does it do?
Oh, my lovely Trebi. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today?
Poor Tribi.
Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on.
Place the dolls.
It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
I don't remember.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. giants raised their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided Calamity's gate.
OMG, finally out of ad hell. Why were those so many? Yeah, sorry, Behemoth, but let's see. But to avoid having pre-roll ads hitting newcomers, I have to play like 3 minutes of ads for every hour that I stream. It's stupid, I know. If I could opt out of ads, I would, but it's a pick your poison type of situation.
They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephale, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What?
What's going on?
Wasn't expecting a jump scare.
Oh, Yanis, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloodied earth, the living and dead, but ghosts.
Had more than 5 minutes of ads? That's strange. There shouldn't be more than 3. I'm so sorry about that, Behemoth.
What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger.
Okay, this is kind of unsettling.
Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? A spirit, lonely and subdued. Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Hurry! Run! Trios, run! The black tide has arrived!
Where can I go?
But she's not. And when she said sing, I wasn't expecting that. It was interesting to hear, but I wasn't expecting to hear it be narrated.
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know! It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go.
Oh, this is HSR. This is like in the 3.0 onwards stuff. Hence why it looks different from what you're playing right now.
Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will never leave you. But remember this, Trevios. All shall bid farewell to one. And that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphoreus. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevios.
Mama!
Oh, so it was a nightmare.
Are we still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No. Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well. If you want, I can pierce through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now.
I mean, that's comforting, I guess? Question mark?
Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the Flame Chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We've already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
Food. And not just any food, the kind that you eat.
What? Where did that come from?
After all this talking, we are feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
I keep forgetting that Tribby is technically older than Aglaya right here.
Well, my emotions might be fading. Those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you when it's done.
Ugh.
In that case, thank you.
Then, see you tomorrow, Aggie. Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away, even the image of Mama. Just as expected, another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Orynyx will be willing to help us.
At the same time, somewhere in Akuma.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
He doesn't sound too pleased to see him.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Excuse me.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true.
See,
I'm here
is
to
anybody in
seek
chat pulling
enlightenment,
for
as always.
Anaxa?
Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
Oh. I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akama stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
If it's not a Titan, then who's doing it?
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphoreus?
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Phynon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Treeby. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
Yes? Soon after, in the abyss of fate.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the Grove. The monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far, far away. It's never
Poor
coming
Trian,
back.
she's been through a lot.
We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue. Sorry. Trian feels a bit dizzy. Why are we here again? For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecies past to everyone. But first, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone without hiding anything. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan or an Nyx for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the Lucid Hour tomorrow. Oh, Yes! Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan.
Why is saffron in quotations?
Saffron? Huh. It's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that has experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it. I see! It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone! But it all depends on whether Orynyx is willing to help us.
Yeah, because last time Orynyx wasn't exactly welcoming.
This could be a problem. After all, it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Orynyx's kin. We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way... in our current state, we probably can't do anything to them. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how to play cute.
I mean, all 3 of them are cute, let's be honest.
In any case, let's look for saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple, untouched by Mikador's soldiers. I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. Let's be on the lookout as we go.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? No, it's an illusion. Wow, this room is huge! Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Orynyx? What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Trinan? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there.
Safari?
Over here! Follow Trian! Trian, slow down!
Yeah, something's wrong.
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
Right here! I summon thee, Orynyx! Stir up ripples of past reverie! Something's appeared! Wait, we should read it first.
I'm not reading all that.
This is a letter? It mentions something about saffron and Trebios? Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Trian sense it? Could it be... our lost memories?
Everybody, my neck.
Is it possible that we were already noticed by Orynyx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Orynyx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Wait, can we take the elevator? Platform currently unavailable. Son of a biscuit. Ugh, excuse me. Oh yeah, we got an achievement.
Separation and death, reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Treeby! Treenan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look.
Saffron, not Safari.
But Trian, there's nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear I saw it! I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right there. Where did it go? Trinan, Treeby, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all. We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely, Yanna's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Orynyx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Treeby, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? It might just be an illusion. But Trinan wonders, is Orynyx really putting us through a trial? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Orynyx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away.
Yeah, is Orynyx in the mood though?
Treeby, Trinan, look at this! So cool! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this?
An abundant fragrance, worthy of recognition.
What's going on? Orynyx disappeared?
Disappeared? Okay, that's bad, right?
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed.
Well, unbeknownst to them, Orynyx has already been... Something's already happened to Orynyx.
But I suspect Akuma won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila... Can you fly?
No, I can't. Why are you asking that?
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akuma, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Bad news, Finan. Tribby is missing. The last time 3 of them were seen was in the Abyss of Fate.
Orynyx! Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog, or... Treby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Huh. Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3.
Okay, that's not good.
4
I
people
think we
coming
should
this
dip.
way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Treby, Trinan, come check this out.
It's the same cloak again.
Trian feels like it's so familiar.
It's him again. And this time there are more of them.
Treby? See you tomorrow.
No.
Where am I? Little gray, snowy, and wait, where's Trian? Is she back?
We only saw the 2 of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
We need to go after... I have a bad feeling about
You're
this.
both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. we should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trian's whereabouts.
What about the other?
The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed Swordmaster and recover the core flame.
Do you know where it's headed?
I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Lady Treby and Lady Treenan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Why don't we split up as previously discussed? Heist and I will regroup with the enforcements. You go back to the Holy City with everyone else and tell Aglaya all about your plan.
Treenan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treby, let's go. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only 2 titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
Final recounts Anaxa's discovery.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Okay, I need to turn my vent off because it's actually getting a little bit too chilly. There we go.
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. She is the key.
Really? Are you sure I can do it?
We need your other companion, too.
Ma'am, do you mean me?
I see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned.
Mem is so cute.
Is it Castrum Kremnos?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with her companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akuma. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one?
That's right, we could do anything.
Yeah, Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem.
Memmy mem mem memmy mem.
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castorice ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go, and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akima is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
Whatever Mim's plan is, I'll follow.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May carefully sharpen our gaze, and grant us victory over the enemy.
Feels like we're missing someone.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem. Don't worry, that man would never miss out on this fight.
Vortex of Genesis, Akima.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
Expedition or rescue mission?
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is... turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Have you heard the tragedy of Dark Plagueis the Wise? Let me stop.
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonis. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonis told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain,
I had to mute because I felt
he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions. and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people. But
let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marked the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the Holy City. Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They
were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akama soon to fight the great darkness of this world, and to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, and I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot, and the only way to kill me.
Hope it doesn't come to that.
You have my word.
Go now. Your battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. And loudly call out the name of the new god.
Excuse me.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead.
Okay, everybody, so I don't know how much I don't know how much longer this is gonna be, and we're getting close to that time that I would need to end stream anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and end right here. But everybody, I will be back tomorrow. Hang on, let me go through there. But I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST, and I'm gonna be playing Monster Hunter Wilds. We're actually gonna be teaming up with Giant Tabby. We're actually gonna be teaming up with Giant Tabby for I can't talk today. We're gonna be teaming up with Giant Tabby and hunting monsters together. So definitely be there for that. But everybody, thank y'all so much for joining me today. I think I know who we're gonna raid. We haven't sent a raid over to them in a while, and they're currently playing Monster Hunter, funny enough. But yeah, let's send a raid over to Sunny, who is currently playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Everybody, please stick around for the raid. You do get Twitch video bonus channel points if you do stick around for the raid. And obviously, if you like the streamer, drop them a follow, show them some love. If you are subbed, copy paste the first raid message. If you're not subbed, copy paste the second. And again, everybody, I'll see you all next time. I will see you all tomorrow for some Monster Hunter. Again, we are teaming up with Giant Tabby for this adventure. But please go show Sunny the same love you showed me, and I will see all of you next time. Good night, everybody. Love you all.